Hi everyone, and welcome to the August the 2017 wrap up for August. This is Sadie. I am your hostess. This is the Flosstube, if you were wondering. Of course, this is for later, and by later I mean after I'm done recording Flosstube and I make myself a cup of coffee, because right now I'm just drinking Sprite. You didn't need to know that. Let's jump into what I've been stitching, shall we? First off, let's do haul, because I have one thing. And that one thing is an adorable gift from a friend. It's the Whimsical World of Thomas Joseph Cross Stitch and Embroidery Kit. And it's this one. It says, "You are my sunshine," and it comes with everything, and it is awesome. And there's little sheepy butts and chickens. Kind of want to make it right now, but I need to work on other things. Frank is joining us. Okay, in no particular order, mostly because I was like, yes, I worked on this, and then I'll stack it on top of everything. And also, just so you know, pretty much the entire state of Washington is on fire, except for the peninsula, so we're getting lots of smoke, lots of ash. It's messing with my head. I have a lot of snuffliness, and yeah. So I apologize for the fact that I sound like I have a really bad head cold. No way around it. I worked on Whimsy a bit. She, of course, is the Bubble Fairy Cat Face by Carrie Hawks. This is a quick stitch available on Heaven and Earth. I've been at it forever, and eventually I will have a page finish. Actually, once I'm done this row, I have a page finish, and I'm pretty pumped because that means I'm past the halfway point. And here she is. So last time you saw her, I was up here, so I've done several blocks. I'm getting down there. I enjoy working on her. I need to bust out my stand more often though, because when I'm using this side, I find I need the stand to hold the weight, and I can get more done, or I can go for longer. And I like that. That's a good thing. Just set that there for now. Next up, I worked on this lovely guy, who is going to be a sugar skull when he grows up. As you can see, we've got the start, and we've got one eyeball. This is part of my Stitch Mania like 2 years ago, because I didn't do last year, or this year, because life. Do I have that one down here? Is it from this one? I think it's from this one. I also have some fabric here that I've indicated I'm going to use for something. I don't remember what I indicated I would use it for. Yes, this is it. It's the Halloween Skull by Alessandra Beretta of Alessandra Adelaide Needleworks. And it looks like this in the book, and I have completely changed the colors, if you haven't noticed, because I'm not big into the oranges and the browns. Okay, the boo. Well, I don't need this for the boo. What are you? 18 count. I might have a use for you that has nothing to do with that. Why is this even in the bag? I don't know. I don't know. Why do I do these things? I clearly had something in mind, because I put it in one of the bags. See, I use these bags to organize what I'm doing when it comes to cross stitch, and yeah, no. 18 count. That I am using it for. Maybe I just was going to do something else and I decided not to do it. Anywho, that's this guy. I like working on that when I have some brain power, but not a whole lot. Next up, I'm still thinking that this is probably going to be the next one I actually finish. And that is Dear Heart by Kathy Barrick. Which, there we go. I apologize for the glare, but I'm lazy. And I'm willing to admit that I am. This one got some love. I worked, let's move that out of the way. I worked quite a bit and ended up with some body. The deer has a body. So everything up top is done, everything to this side is done, so I'm moving over And then I have the other flowers and stuff. It still feels like I'm getting closer to being done. Like I want to say I'm over halfway done, even though I'm probably not. We don't need to tell me. Just shush. Just shush. It's coming along good. There are 2 things I want to start like right now because the Peace Angel, I got the last floss I needed for that. I got them all wound up. They're all ready to go. I'm ready to start that one. But I really wanted to finish my Mirabilia first. But instead I started this. Mostly because I got the kit because I was having a day. You know what I mean. Sometimes you have a day. Hold on, I gotta fix this. It's bugging me, especially since I saw. Did you guys? Are you on the? Are you on the? Are you on the Facebooks? Are you on the Facebook where someone was like, "Has your Q-snap ever done this to your fabric?" And it like had gone through the fabric, and I wanted to weep openly for this person. So now I'm like, ooh, that's a little tight there. I gotta fix that so it doesn't like jam through. But I ordered. I set an alarm, I got up, I ordered the linen kit for the Black Hat Society because I really wanted to do it. I wasn't 100% sold on it, but I really liked the other Halloween kit, and they were sold out of the other Halloween kit. And I was like, oh, whatever. It's like, there's only 2 clues. It can't be as bad as the other 2 that you've miserably failed. Besides, it's Halloween, so you're going to love it. So I got the kit. The kit came with all the needed DMCs and a 13 by 18 inch piece of Echo PTP hand-dyed fabrics, picture this plus, 28 count cashel, which I am loving working on. I may have to get some more cashel in my life. And so I'm almost finished. Clue 1, I got the top part of the tree, which is the hat, and I got my little batty bats, and then I've got my first black hat is done. So there's 2 more black hats with witches, a cauldron, a cat, and a pumpkin. And the next clue comes out on the 15th, I believe, so I should be doing well enough to get this done. I just needed something fun, stupid, and whimsical that would be done quickly. I'm sure you understand. Plus, I mean, owls and bats, like, I have a bat tattoo, I have an owl tattoo, I'm, like, this is my wheelhouse. And I love the fabric. And quite frankly, I deserve it. Got some really bad hair going on too. I need to dye my hair. This is sad. And then, of course, everybody's wondering how Stevie's doing. The Gypsy Queen by Mirabilia, whom I love and I'm working on and is basically stopping me from doing everything else. She is in the backstitching and the beading phase. And I have found that the beading phase can only be done at certain points of like mindfulness because I don't want to unpick them. So her face has been backstitched, most of her hand, I think all of her hand. I haven't done the arm yet. And then the beads are all in for the top, except for the 2 treasures. I'll probably put the 2 treasures in last. I have not done any backstitching in any of the leaves or the fronds that come out from her head. But as you can see, I'm getting there. The other thing I found out was that I'm using a 28 count, what is this, Lugana something? Did I put it down here? I left it on forever and then I took it off thinking I need to not have this on here. No, I don't have it over there. I think it's gingerbread. I know it's gingerbread, and I believe it's 28 count. Yes, it is. And the problem for me is that when I put in most of the beads up and down. I'm not sure if you can tell, but when you get into these darker purple blue colored ones, you can't do them up and down. You have to do them on the diagonal or they don't all fit and it looks a little odd. So I did one up and down and I was like, no, this can't be right. And so I did the rest sideways and that is how they're supposed to be put in. The gold I did up and down, the pink I did up and down, the purples I did up and down. I'm enjoying those that way, so that's fine. It's just in those tight clumps I had to go a different way. And I am working on her slowly but surely. Like I said, I have to be in the right frame of mind to work on it. And the other thing is, when it's really hot and I've got my fan going, I'm worried I'm going to blow the beads everywhere. Like, I already accidentally knocked one down and it went everywhere and I had to find them, and that was not pleasant. So I don't want to do that again. But she's coming along quite nicely. And yeah, my big plans thus far for the rest of October, thank you, I'll remember, is to keep working on Stevie, get her finished up, get my first clue done, and I think because of the season I'm going to try and focus on the sugar skull more than the deer heart. I don't know. I'm really gung-ho for page finish on Whimsy, so there's hoping for that. And yeah, I did, I have an Unearth sale, which is a bad thing. It's a bad thing. And I have Mercat, the mini Mercat, or Sea Cat, and I'm wondering if this is going to be big enough, because it's 12 by 18 count, and it's like something like 5 by 8 on 25 count. So if it'll fit on this, I might have to actually start that too, because I want to. Because it's ridiculous. It's a cat with a tail. Not like a cat tail, a cat with a fish body tail. Like, yeah. Very interesting. But I started like 5 sweaters knitting wise this last month. So I'm wondering if it's just I need to start all the things and I'm going to start starting all the things. But since I have a bet with my husband to finish Stevie before he gets home, well, that is going to happen well before he gets home. I still want to have it done so I can be like, neener, neener, neener. Because that's who I am as a human being. That's everything I've got for the update this month. I hope I have more for next month, or a finish. I would love to have a finish. That would be so nice. Thank you for everyone for welcoming me back, and it's nice to be back and stitching, and yeah, bye.